The empties are yet again out of control. If you would like to see what beauty products I have fully used up recently and hear what I would and would not repurchase, well, what the heck? You've clicked on the right video. Let's jump into it. Skincare empties are up first because this portion of the video is kindly in partnership with Apostrophe, as I have used up yet another Apostrophe prescription. In case you're new to my channel and not familiar with Apostrophe yet, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on everything that you need to know about them while I apply my Apostrophe prescription. So Apostrophe is an online platform that connects you to an expert dermatology team. And, of course, because I'm using that right now, provides access to oral and or topical prescription medications. Did my voice just go out? You don't have to slap your face like that, of course. My prescription is topical and it contains a combination of 0.1% tretinoin, spironolactone, and tranexamic acid. I wasn't quite yet filming YouTube videos when my acne journey restarted in my early 20s. I say restarted because I've dealt with acne my entire life. But after high school and throughout college, I didn't experience any acne, so I just kind of figured it went away. I wasn't going to have to worry about it again, and I was so wrong. Almost like clockwork, right after I graduated college, I started getting cystic breakouts around my mouth, on my chin, and on my jawline. And it took me years to find something that really helped to prevent those breakouts. I started off by just using tretinoin alone, and that wasn't quite enough for me. So I spent a lot of time researching, trying to figure out what my other options were, if any, and that is when I discovered Apostrophe and the fact that they combine tretinoin with other ingredients that are actually specifically designed to help with whatever your skincare concerns may be. So for me personally, being somebody who deals with acne, spironolactone was the perfect ingredient to add to this to help to keep my skin clear. But I'm also getting the benefit of this helping with basically all of my other skincare goals as well. It helps with fine lines, hyperpigmentation, wrinkles. So whether your skincare concerns are similar to mine or not, maybe you have a totally different set of concerns like, let's say, rosacea or extreme texture. The dermatology team that Apostrophe connects you to will figure out the exact combination of ingredients that will help you. So to get started and get access to a personalized treatment plan, all you have to do is complete a virtual consultation through Apostrophe. And you can use the promo code listed here on the screen and in the description box below to get your initial consultation for only $5 plus an additional $5 off your first order. My next skincare empty is something that I found on Amazon about a year ago. It's the Skin Smart Antimicrobial Facial. Well, they call this a facial cleanser. Not sure why. It's definitely not a cleanser. It's a facial mist. It has a nozzle to spray out of and everything. And the reason why I picked this up is because I saw it contains the exact same amount of hypochlorous acid as another really popular, well-loved product from Tower 28. And that one is their SOS Rescue Spray, I believe. I know so many people love that product for preventing breakouts. So when I saw that I could get basically the exact same thing off of Amazon, I was like, okay, let's try it. And I loved this while I was using it. I have absolutely no complaints. As I was nearing the end of the bottle, Prequel did send me their hypochlorous acid and PR. So I was like, oh, I'll just try that out when I'm done with this one. And I can't really say that I see a difference between the two in terms of like how my skin looks or how often I'm breaking out. I would say there's been no change. This one is $17.46 on Amazon with 8 ounces of product in it. Prequel's is $17 flat with 4 ounces of product. The ingredients are not completely identical. There are some minerals in the Prequel spray that are not in this one, but if you were interested in an affordable hypochlorous acid mist, this is going to be the one for you. Next up is a newer launch from Neutrogena. This is their Hydro Boost Micellar Water. If you have watched my channel for the last few years, you will know that I have always been a fan of micellar waters. I just love that it's a completely mess-free way to remove makeup compared to things like balms and oils, which obviously are going to get messier. But this is not the micellar water that I would personally recommend because unfortunately this one does irritate my eyes a bit. I think it's just the fragrance that's added to it. It is the classic Hydro Boost scent that they use in all Hydro Boost all Hydro Boost products. You guys are gonna have to bear with me. Today, my brain is feeling so slow. I stopped taking my anxiety medication, like with the help of my doctor, everything. I did not do cold turkey. Don't do that, don't. Because even in like properly tapering off my medication with my doctor's guidance, I still went through awful withdrawals. I was knocked on my freaking ass all of last week. So that threw me for a loop because I was like planning to work and film and I could not do anything for an entire week. Felt like I had the full-on flu, brain zaps, everything. So thank God, as of today, I'm finally feeling better physically. I'm still like fatigued and weak, but I don't feel like I am dying of the flu like I did last week. I'm just still like slow. Things are not as snappy as they were before. We'll get there. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes. If you've used any product from Neutrogena Hydro Boost, this smells the exact same, and I'm guessing it's that irritates my eyes because I don't usually have that issue with micellar waters. I don't know why I had to be sniffing it the entire time I was saying that. I mean, it definitely could be something else. It's obviously hard to say for sure, but if you are somebody that has sensitive eyes that get easily irritated by fragrance, then this is probably one I would skip. I still recommend the Garnier micellar waters over this. Those have been my favorite for years. It's just not an empties video unless my hands are full of these serums. I always feel so repetitive when I mention these products, but I've seen comments from you guys saying like, no, it's actually really helpful to know what you're actually using the most. So if this isn't an indication, I don't know what is. Another Dermatology Needleless serum. This is in their jumbo size, which I actually love because I feel like I go through it so quickly. The 2-ounce version is nice to have. I have 2 of the Ordinary Copper Peptide serums. One is with their old name, one is with their new name. So this was relatively recently renamed, and I've gotten a lot of questions about it. Like, they discontinued it. What are you going to use now? They did not discontinue. They just renamed. So the old name was the Buffet Plus Copper Peptides. The new name is the Multi-Peptide Plus Copper Peptides 1% serum. Hope that helps. Thank God it didn't get discontinued. You guys, I would be so upset. I can't even let myself think about that. And I also have 2 of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Breakout serums. These are still an absolute must in my everyday morning skincare routine, for texture specifically. I fully used up my first bottle of the Prequel Lucent C Brightening Vitamin C Serum. Prior to using this, I was using the Timeless Vitamin C Serum, which has 20% ascorbic acid, vitamin E, and ferulic acid. Comparing that to Prequel, this one also has ascorbic acid and ferulic acid. It has 15% ascorbic acid though. And then a couple ingredients it has that you will not find in the Timeless serum include ergothioneine, niacinamide, and inulin. So obviously there's no way to fairly compare the 2 vitamin C serums. You can't just say like, oh, Timeless is better because it has 20%, because there are other ingredients that vary. But I will definitely say that there is a difference for me in terms of not only how they feel, but how they make my skin look immediately upon use. The Timeless serum is super thin and kind of almost watery in the way that it dries down. Like, it kind of just dries down to nothing for me. It doesn't feel like anything on my skin. It doesn't change the way that my skin looks. So for me, that one is more that I use solely for the antioxidant protection and nothing else. Like, I'm not using it to get additional benefit to the way that my skin looks aesthetically, you know? Whereas this one from Prequel is a little bit thicker, and there's something about it. It's not oily. It doesn't feel like facial oil, but for some reason that is the word that's popping into my head when I'm trying to figure out how to compare the 2 serums. Maybe slippery is the better word. It's definitely more slippery than the Timeless serum, which again is more like water. So if you are looking for a vitamin C serum that not only of course gives you that antioxidant protection, but also gives you a nice glowy effect on the skin while you're wearing it, this is definitely one you might want to check out from Prequel because it's only $23, which is a really nice price. There are 3 different eye creams that I fully used up. The first is the Naturia Multi-Peptide Eye Cream, which contains peptide, squalane, and hyaluronic acid. I don't have any complaints about this eye cream. I think it's really nice. It feels moisturizing under the eyes. It's like a lightweight cream texture. I just had really high hopes for this given how much I love their multi-peptide facial moisturizer. I was hoping I would feel that same kind of way about this, and I don't know, something about it just like didn't have that same wow factor for me. But that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. I know that I have seen comments from some of you guys that feel differently and you absolutely are obsessed with this, so might still be one that you want to test out given that you can just pick it up at Target, but yeah, I don't think I'll rebuy. Another drugstore option is the Bioma Deep Puff and Brighten Eye Gel. This contains a triceramide complex. I'm guessing this is triple hyaluronic acid. Yes, it's rubbed off on the front. I hope that they change these labels because they do rub off, which just bothers me. And it also has vitamin C. I really loved this. It has a nice lightweight gel texture. It feels hydrating, but it's not too lightweight to where it feels like you're not getting any additional moisture. Like, it's occlusive enough to give me some moisture, but perfectly lightweight to wear under makeup during the day. I do think that this gives me a brightening effect in the sense that it just makes my under eyes look a bit brighter while I have it on, but for me, I didn't notice any difference in terms of my dark circles, anything like that, which I wasn't really expecting to anyway. So this is one that I will definitely pick up at some point in the future again, but I have been feeling inspired to test out some new eye creams, specifically Asian beauty eye creams. I'm just like really into Yes Style and Stylevana and all of those retailers right now, so that is where where I see my next eye cream purchase, but if it was from the drugstore, I'd probably just buy this again. The last eye cream that I fully used up is the Peach and Lily Pure Peach Retinoic Eye Cream. They have a new eye cream that's popping up when I searched for this on Google. I need to try that next. There are a lot of ingredient highlights in this, including bakuchiol, rosehip oil, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, peach extract, aloe, acetyl octapeptide 3, green tea, ceramides, ferulic acid, panthenol, mango seed butter, adenosine, olive M1000, and it is fragrance free. So a lot of great ingredients. None of them are actually a retinoid though. I do want to make sure I'm calling that out because this is called a retinoic eye cream and they claim to use a retinoic complex. There are no retinoids, no retinol, no retinaldehyde, no nothing. What this does contain is an ingredient that has commonly been compared to retinol called bakuchiol, but you're just never going to hear me say that bakuchiol is as effective as something that is as well studied as retinol. It's not going to happen here. But this does definitely have a really nice texture. It's like a lightweight lotion that feels refreshing and is moisturizing enough without feeling thick or heavy. So I definitely think it's a good option, but again, is probably not something I'm going to repurchase right now, given the desire that I have to go crazy on Yes Style. I have problems, but you guys know that. A sunscreen that I used up that I already repurchased is the Etude Soon Young X Director's Moisture Sun Cream. I reviewed this in a video that I posted last summer where I tested out a bunch of new Asian sunscreens, and this was definitely one of my favorites from that video. This is an SPF 50 with next generation chemical filters, including Uvinyl T150, Mexoryl SX, Uvinyl A+, Polysilicone 15, and Tinasorb S. And it also has some really nice hydrating, soothing, and protecting ingredients like Centella Asiatica, biosaccharide gum, allantoin, and panthenol. This is fragrance-free. It feels so nice to apply. It's like a silky lotion that feels moisturizing, but it's not thick, it's not heavy. And on me, this has a pretty natural finish, so it's not something that makes me look too greasy. It's not something that looks flat and matte. All around, it's just a really nice sunscreen, which is why I already repurchased. All right, let's move on to makeup empties. I don't have nearly as many as skincare, but I do have a couple. So first is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Now that I know how well this works for me at helping to keep my makeup last all day long without moving, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do my makeup without something like this because it really is just great. It's totally worth the hype and I already repurchased. I used up the Amico Lay Skin Melt Loose Powder and I absolutely love this. I think it does such a beautiful job at setting, blurring, and keeping makeup in place. Compared to the Sigma Soft Focus Setting Powder, which has been a favorite of mine for a long time, it doesn't do as good a job at preventing my skin from looking oily if it is hot and humid out. So in the winter, I had no issues with this. It worked perfectly for me, but now that we are in the full swing of summer, what I have been doing is using the Sigma powder all over most of my face and then just using this under my eyes because I like the way that this looks under my eyes better. So you guessed it right, I already repurchased it. I have a lot of mascaras that I have fully used up or have like dried out, which I guess is the same thing. I won't talk through specifics on every single one because I did a very detailed high-end mascara showdown with wear tests included recently. So I will list that below if you want to see what all of these look like compared to each other, see how they wore throughout the day, hear every single nitty-gritty detail. But I will quickly mention what each of these are and if I plan to repurchase. First is my favorite of the bunch. It's the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara, and this is in their newer shade Drift, which is like a brownish black. So I think I'll just stick to buying this one because I do find it to be softer than the pure black, and I just love this mascara so much. The Lancome Lashy Doll mascara is a really nice one. I am not going to repurchase it now that I've tried so many others that I think perform better, but Lancome makes a great mascara. The Milk Makeup Kush mascara was nice for a more natural option. It's not something I'm going to repurchase because I feel like I just found things that I liked better in others, but I was pleasantly surprised by this. Okay, this mascara, oh my gosh, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Sculpt mascara, and I loved this upon initial application. It makes my lashes look beautiful, but it does not wear the best on me. This one definitely did flake, so I want to repurchase it and try layering it with other mascaras to see if that helps to prevent that issue, but then like give me the amazing results that I got with this. I'll keep you guys posted. And the last mascara is the One Size Fantasize mascara. This also makes my lashes look incredible, and I feel like I never hear anyone talking about this, which surprises me because I feel like a lot of products from One Size have gone viral at this point, so I'm surprised why I haven't seen that with this because dang, it's good. And last for makeup is a clear lip gloss from Physicians Formula called the Diamond Gloss. This I thought was just gonna be nothing special. I was wrong. I already rebought it It's that good. This is one of the best clear glosses I have ever tried and is definitely the best clear gloss I have found at the drugstore. Oh yes. Because it's quite thick, but not in like a sticky gloopy way, in a soft, cushy way. Oh my gosh, it feels so good and it's high shine. I can't say enough good things. I love it. Kidding, I have one more makeup empty. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Crystal Happy Kiss Balm. This is one of my all-time favorite balms. It's looking rough up in here. This is a very, very sheer rosy pink. So you get like a hint of color with it, but it's not nearly as pigmented as the exact same balm in the shade Pillow Talk. That one is like high pigment. This one is not for me, but I love that about it because you guys know I love a sheer shiny gloss. And I love that I'm able to get that kind of look in a stiffer balm formula if I just want something that, I don't know, is a stiff balm. Because unlike similar products and packaging like this, like the Makeup by Mario lip serums, this one is not melty. So it's not one of those products that's gonna like get messy in the tube and melt off your lips. It maintains its shape, but it still gives you that really nice shine. Moving on to hair care, I have a huge handful, oh no, of a Prey, which is still something I'm using every time I wash my hair and is something I would recommend if you're looking for an additional bond repair product to add into your routine. Because this is something that you put in a spray bottle, which just makes it a lot easier to evenly cover your hair than pretty much any other bond repair treatment out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will not stop using things like K18 or Living Proof or Redken or the L'Oreal bond repair treatment, which I actually think I have in this video. But that is why I love this so much and why it's something I continue using as much as I do, because there's no other treatment that allows you to have control like that over all of the strands. You know, speaking of, I have 2 K18s, 1 Living Proof, and 1 L'Oreal Bond Strengthening Concentrate. So these are all bond repair treatments that I continue to use and love. I am currently using K18, I would say like once every 3-ish weeks. Living Proof is something that I still use every time that I wash my hair. And L'Oreal is something that I don't use as often as Living Proof, which again, I'm using every wash, but I still do use quite often because I just like using these products like I would a hair mask. So same thing goes with this as really any product that's labeled a pre-shampoo treatment. So the Redken treatment, Garnier, Not Your Mother's, I just use them all like a hair mask. Okay, this is actually perfect timing because L'Oreal Frizz-Defy is one of my all-time favorite conditioners at any price point. I think it is incredible. And it looks like they have discontinued it, but they haven't. So for whatever reason, they have renamed this conditioner, and this is now their moisture conditioner, even though they already had a moisture conditioner before. So the moisture one originally had rosemary oil. This one does not. This one has marula oil. And it's something that they've just been rolling out gradually. So you can still find Frizz-Defy in some stores. You can still find the old moisture conditioner in some stores. But when you look online, you'll see that the packaging has kind of changed. And that is an indication that it's the new formula, which is now called moisture. I have no idea why they did that. It's really confusing. I think it's probably because they also renamed and repackaged the 21-in-1 spray. So it used to have an all purple bottle, but now it's purple and red, and it's renamed the Moisture Leave-In Spray, I think. They definitely have the word moisture on it. So my thought is that maybe they're trying to group that leave-in conditioner with the Frizz-Defy, but now moisture conditioner as kind of a more cohesive line. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. These are the things that keep me up at night. Next is the L'Oreal Elvive Glycolic Gloss, which I have also already repurchased. I love this product. It makes my hair super soft, super shiny, and it smells so good. And this was part of an entire new line from L'Oreal, so there's also a glycolic gloss shampoo, conditioner, and leave-in serum. I did review the entire line over on Instagram Reels and TikTok, so I'll list that video below if you want to hear my thoughts on everything, but spoiler, this is definitely the standout product of the line from me. Not from me. It's not my line. For me. Oh my God. I finished up a dry shampoo from Moroccan Oil for light tones. They do also have a dark tone option, but this one is for blonde hair. And I think that this is a really nice dry shampoo. I think the highlights are the smell. It smells amazing. And the fact that it does a really good job at absorbing oil. But it's not quite as residue free as something like a Makeup Perk Up Plus Extend or Living Proof Advanced Clean. Those two are like top tier for me when it comes to leaving as little residue as possible in the hair. This one definitely has a little bit more residue. It's a bit more powdery, but it's definitely not to the point of feeling like gritty or dirty. So it's something that I still enjoy using because, like I said, it smells freaking good. We will wrap up this video with 2 body care products that I think are seasonally appropriate because I just love reaching for these in the summer. The first is the Way St. Bart's What? Way St. Bart's Scalp and Body Scrub. This is in their, hello? St. Bart's fragrance. Okay, I need to wrap this up. The tub still smells like it. It smells so good. Just the most beachy tropical scent. And the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, which I think is equally as summery and delicious, but is more cozy. God, that's good. And this is a body cream that I actually love in terms of like texture and application. I don't always have the best experience with Sol de Janeiro body creams. So the pink one, which is like the Baccarat Rouge dupe, that one just does not absorb into my skin. As I rub it, it gets whiter. I don't get it. And then the body butter that they launched more recently in that kind of like violet indigo packaging, that one does absorb, but I just don't love the texture of it. It was kind of reminding me of Play-Doh. This one I love though. I think it's perfect. Okay, I need to go rest my brain after this. That's literally how I'm feeling. If you have ever experienced withdrawal from antidepressant medication, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like I can't move my mouth to the speed of my brain. As you can see, it's about time for me to let these dogs out. They are getting rowdy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below if there's anything you're gonna try out or not try out after watching this. As always, everything is going to be listed and linked in order of mention in my description box below. And if you did enjoy the video, okay, now you guys wanna get down? You told me you wanted to come up. Oh, thank you. I love you, baby. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. All of those... Oh, did you? Yeah, you want him to do it too. All of those things really help to support me, so thank you so much for your support in doing that. It truly means the world. Thank you for watching my videos. I love the freaking heck out of you guys. Make sure to stay tuned for my next one because that will be up in a few days, but until then, can you say I hope you have a great few days? I hope you have a great few days.